I like a lot of things about Luke Donald. Over the years, I've really enjoyed watching him play. I mean, it's a marvelous way that he goes about it. It's a good-looking golf swing, I thought, but he always struggled with his driver. At 36 years old, you alluded to, the #1 player in the world. He'd done everything, led the money list, but the one thing he hadn't done was contend and have a chance and actually win a major championship. So what did he want to do? He wanted to change his golf swing. Well, we thought it'd be kind of cool to take a look at the early changes that Luke Donald has made to his golf swing. This is going back to 2011 en route to victory late in the year, and you can see, and this is him yesterday at the 13th, 2 swings, and the overall motion may look the same, but when you look a little closer, Brad, the left arm is much flatter now, and some other changes as well.
Right, I would say it's from his setup. If you look at the setup, and these may be slightly different clubs, but he's certainly inclined over more to the ball at address, so he's bent over more, which allows the pitch of his shoulder plane to be a little bit steeper, and you can see his left arm is underneath the shoulder plane on the picture today on the right side, and there, look at his follow-through difference, Brandel.
Yeah, you know, when I used to watch Luke play golf, I thought he's a little guy, but he swings like a big guy. And what I mean by that was he swung upright, and he had a lot of release with his hands. It made him very good with the short clubs. It made him very good out of the rough. But one of the advantages of being a little guy, and I can speak with some experience on this, is that you get to stand upright and swing a little flatter. And the idea is that if you swing flatter, you're going to hit it straighter. You may have a harder time out of the rough, but you're going to hit it straighter. The taller guys, obviously, they swing more upright typically, and they hit it longer. But Luke Donald never did that. So I thought if he wants to contend in a major championship, and actually you see him there working the club more to the left, trying to clear it, I thought he always needed to have a more aggressive move to his left side to sort of hold that release off a little bit. You hear Nick Faldo all the time talking about holding that release off. Now, Nick Faldo, interestingly enough, was a big guy who swung like a little guy because he swung flat and really cleared and held off the release and had a flatter golf swing. It worked for him. He had high spin, low launch. He made all of these necessary changes for control. I think Luke Donald at this stage of his career is really trying to put the full court press on everything he needs to do to win a major championship, Brad.
Right, and let's not, first of all, I love this drill that he's doing. I love he's staying in his tilts. He's working on, you know, following, getting to his left side, swinging the club to the left. He actually has the club coming from the inside back to square and back to the left side, which is nice. But let's not forget, this guy may have the best short game of anybody playing the game now, and a guy that I want to sit and watch. Look at his stats this week. He's got under 1.5 putts per green in regulation, 51 putts total. You know, he says he's hitting the ball great and playing great. He really is. He only hit 12 greens in regulation the first 2 days. So he's really doing well around the greens, and a guy that you really want to watch and learn something from.
Brad, you and I both have worked with a lot of different teachers, but there's some risk. You know, he had that marvelous short game. You know, he wasn't the best at long game, but you got him inside 100 yards, and he was by far, he and Steve Stricker, the best there was. So there's some risk there that he disrupts the organization of his short game with these swing changes, don't you think?
I think so. And sometimes, you know, a good golf swing sometimes takes away from the mechanics of a good short game. Sometimes those things don't go hand in hand. You know, if you're trying to extend your arms through the ball, maybe you're trying to fold them in your short game. But he's always been a great bunker player, maybe the best on tour the last few years statistically.
But the rub is, how do you make those changes without disrupting your strengths? That's the risk that they all take.
Well, they're all trying to achieve perfection.
That's
every
right.
one of us.
He's got it at 5 under. He will tee off at 12:35. You are watching a special spotlight coverage here on Golf Central, working our way towards 12 noon. We are live on the golf course throughout the morning, live right now with Luke Donald. We'll get you out more live golf right here on Golf Central.